how to land a GRC cybersecurity job with zero experience. The cybersecurity industry is booming, salaries are skyrocketing, and companies are desperate for talent. But here's the problem. Everyone says you need experience to get hired. I say that too. So how do you break in when you have none? So today, I'm going to walk you through a proven roadmap to land a GRC cybersecurity job, even if you've never worked in IT before. I must let you know that this is not theory and you need to pay close attention because there's a lot to cover. It's a step-by-step blueprint that works only if you take notes as we go along. I will also be including the resources you need in the description below. And if by the end of this video you get some great insight to help you make your next career move strategically, give this video a like and hit the subscribe button for more. Alright, so let's cut to the chase. Where exactly do you start from if you want to land a GRC job with zero experience? Fantastic question. And my answer is number one, get a certification. I'm not talking about spending 4 years on a degree you don't need. See, there are actually two killer entry-level certs that can open doors for you when you're starting from zero, and they are CompTIA Security Plus and the ISC2 certified in cybersecurity. Now, why these two? Like any professional would tell you, CompTIA Security Plus is the gold standard for beginners. Why? It covers everything from network security to risk management, threat and vulnerabilities. It tells employers, hey, I know basics and I can contribute from day one. And ISC2CC is another gem. No experience is required, and it is backed by the same people who created CISSP. The best part is ISC2 is literally giving it away for free right now. You heard me right. Now, as part of their 1 million certified in cybersecurity initiative, they are providing free access to the CC online self-paced training and exam to 1 million individuals worldwide. That's an opportunity you shouldn't sleep on. So, if you're serious about breaking into GRC, grab Security Plus or the CC. The thing is, employers want proof that you understand the fundamentals. These certs give you that proof. And once you have them, put them at the top of your resume. A hiring manager shouldn't have to scroll to find them. So make it easy to spot. Okay? Aside certifications, another thing you shouldn't skip, like most people do, is real experience. Yes, even without a job, you can start building credibility today. Because landing a job is not just about what's on your paper, it's about what you can show. So how do you gain experience if no one is willing to give you a job? Not to worry. I'll be sharing with you 5 effective ways to do this. This is the part where you get your notepad and pen if you haven't already. Alright? Starting with option number 1, try cybersecurity labs and online challenges. Okay, I know you may have heard about platforms like TryAcme, Hack the Box, and Cybrary. If you haven't, these are platforms that let you practice cybersecurity in real-world scenarios. TryAcme has governance and compliance labs where you analyze risk and implement security controls. Don't be deceived by the name Hack the Box. Hack the Box isn't just for hacking. They have blue team challenges that teach you how to detect and prevent attacks. And Cybrary has free GRC-related courses and simulations you can use to practice compliance tasks. Okay? What you need to do differently this time is don't just complete those exercises. Document them. Take screenshots. Write short reports on what you learn. Post them on LinkedIn. When a recruiter asks, what experience do you have? You will readily have real examples to show. Okay? Moving on to option number 2, we have capture the flag challenges. Now, did I hear someone say, wait, I'm going into GRC, not ethical hacking. Why should I do CTFs? In case you don't know, understanding how attacks happen make you better at risk management. CTFs help you think like an attacker. So, you can participate or anticipate threats in real-world environment. Even if you're not a technical person, doing a few CTF challenges gives you an edge over other GRC candidates. And if you're thinking, but I don't know how to code, don't worry. Many CTF focus on policy-based challenges, risk analysis, and compliance scenarios. Okay? Now for option number 3, try open source and personal projects. Now, here is where you really stand out. You need to create and polish your own cybersecurity project, and you don't need a job to do this. Now, here is what you can do right now. Start by writing security policies. Pick a company type, whether it's a small business, healthcare clinic, or an e-commerce store, whatever, and write a sample cybersecurity policy for them, okay? Post it online. After that, build a risk assessment framework. You can use free tools like NIST Cybersecurity Framework and create a risk assessment template. Also, you can start a blog or GitHub repository. There you can share checklists, compliance tips, or security policy template. When you publicly share your knowledge, recruiters notice, okay? And if you do it well enough, with a little bit of luck on your side, they may be the ones reaching out to you instead of you applying. Now to option number 4, we have volunteering and non-profit. This is one hack most people ignore. See, volunteer your cybersecurity skills. Go to a local non-profit, a small business, or even a church and offer to conduct basic security audit for them. Help them set up stronger password policies, or even run a 30-minute security awareness session for their employees. Real-world projects like this count as experience on your resume. Plus, it gives you stories to tell in interviews. Trust me, stories matter, but we will come back to this later, okay? Now, finally, for option number 5, look out for internships and apprenticeships. Can I be real with you? If you can land a cybersecurity internship, take it, even if it is unpaid. You want to look for terms like GRC intern, cybersecurity compliance internship, or even risk analyst. Entry level, okay? Not every company will have a formal program, but some smaller companies might let you assist with audit, documentation, or compliance work. And if you can't find an internship, create your own. Yes, offer to help a local business improve their security policies. Even just one real-world project gives you an edge over other candidates. So I hope you've been paying attention so far, okay? And so far we've covered certifications and how to gain experience without a job. Now let's talk about another area where most people fail: how to actually sell yourself to hiring managers and employers. If you've been wondering why you never hear back after applying, it's not just your lack of experience or generic resume. This time around, I will show you how to use your background, even if it's completely unrelated, to position yourself as a perfect GRC hire. See, let's get one thing straight, okay? You don't need an IT background to get into GRC cybersecurity. In fact, some of the best GRC professionals you will find come from finance, law, healthcare, customer service, even retail. Why? Because cybersecurity isn't just about hacking, it's about risk, it's about compliance, it's about process control. And guess what? Those skills exist in almost every industry. So let me show you how to take your past experience, even if it has nothing to do with tech, and turn it into a GRC job offer. The first step is to identify your transferable skills. The question is, have you ever trained employees on company policies, reviewed contract or followed strict procedures, documented processes or analyzed risk in a past job? If you answered yes, you already have a head start in GRC. Yes, GRC is about policy enforcement, risk assessment, and compliance. And those skills exist everywhere. So let's break it down. The top skill you need is communication and collaboration. Why? In GRC, you will work with executives, IT teams, auditors, and employees. And you need to explain security policies in a way that non-technical people can understand. If you've ever worked in customer service, teaching, sales, or management, fantastic. You already have a communication skill. You already have communication skills that transfer to cybersecurity training, policy creation, and compliance discussions. For example, if you train staff on company policies in a retail or corporate job, that is directly applicable to cybersecurity awareness training. See, the key here, listen closely to this, is to frame your past experience as security-related education when talking to recruiters. Okay? The second skill you need is attention to detail. If you've ever worked in finance, quality control, healthcare, or legal, then you've already dealt with strict regulations and auditing. GRC requires you to review security controls, audit company policies, and ensure compliance with laws like HIPAA, ISO 27001, or NIST. For instance, if you worked in finance, you already understand risk management. Just apply that into cybersecurity risk. If you've ever followed strict industry regulations, you already have compliance experience. Even if you've never called it that, what you need to take away from this is use words like audit, policy review, process compliance, and risk assessment on your resume. These are GRC buzzwords that hiring managers look out for. So let's talk about the third skill that you most likely have already: problem solving and analysis. Now, let's say you've worked in project management, operations, or logistics. What do all these roles have in common? Yes, they solve problems, right? In GRC, it's also your job to analyze threats, identify security gaps, and recommend solutions. So if you worked in event planning, you were already assessing risk, planning ahead, and creating backup plans. That's a risk management, right? And it's one of the core functions of GRC cybersecurity. So listen, you need to stop thinking of your past experience as irrelevant and instead learn to frame it in GRC terms. Let me explain by showing you the difference between a bad resume bullet point, and a great one. See, a bad resume will say something like managed inventory and handled store audit. On the flip side, a good resume will frame that as conducted internal audit on store operations, ensuring compliance with corporate policies. See the difference? Same job, but now it screams GRC. Now here's another one. Bad resume. Worked in customer service and handled complaint. Basic, bland. We don't want that. Your good resume should say something like this: advised customers on policy guidelines and ensured compliance with company standards. See? You're not lying. Let's get that straight. You're translating your experience into GRC language. And when recruiters see those keywords, they think this person gets it. That's the person you want to be. But after all of this, the moment you want to shine the brightest is during your interview. Look, most career changers mess up interviews because they apologize for their lack of IT experience. Don't do that. Instead, tell a powerful transition story. Remember I mentioned earlier that storytelling matters more than you think, right? Let me show you how to do it. Let's say the recruiter asks you, how does your previous experience relate to cybersecurity and GRC? Or why are you transitioning into GRC and what makes you a good fit? Your response should be like this: I have spent years analyzing financial risk in the banking industry. The same skills I used to assess financial compliance now help me assess cybersecurity risk. That's why I pursued my Security Plus certification to bring my expertise into GRC in cybersecurity. You see that? With a response like that, you're not just some random job applicant. You are a strategic hire who brings a fresh perspective to cybersecurity. So, now you've got the certifications, the hands-on experience, and a killer way to position yourself. But how do you package it into a resume that actually gets callbacks? I'm about to share with you resume secrets that hiring managers won't tell you, but make all the difference. The fact is, most resumes suck. They are too long, too generic, and completely forgettable. You don't just need a resume, you need a sales pitch on paper. I'm about to show you how to write a cybersecurity resume that grabs attention, beats the applicant tracking system, the ATS, and gets you interviews. Now, first things first, start with a strong summary. Your summary should immediately tell hiring managers why they should care about you. That's where the summary comes in. Most people write something weak like hardworking professional looking to transition into cybersecurity. Look, nobody cares. Instead, try this. GRC analyst with a background in risk assessment, policy development, and compliance Security Plus certified, and experienced in conducting security audits and implementing security policies. See the difference? What you just did is you own the role. GRC analyst, you own it before you even have it. you highlight key skills like risk assessment, audit, and compliance. Not only that, you also showcase credibility with Security Plus certified. That's what gets recruiters interested in reading more, okay? Next, highlight certifications at the top. So here is a mistake I see all the time. People bury their certifications at the bottom of their resume. Please don't do that. Certifications are your golden ticket in cybersecurity. Hiring managers scan resumes in seconds, as little as 7 seconds. And if they don't see a cert immediately, they move on. Your resume should look like this. Your name, followed by credentials, right? Security Plus, ISC2, CC, GRC Analyst, entry level. Then your city, your state, your LinkedIn, your GitHub if applicable. With just a glance, they know you are certified and you're serious. Now, the next thing to do is use GRC keywords to beat the ATS. If you've ever wondered why you apply to 50 jobs and never hear back, this is it. It's not you, it's the ATS, the applicant tracking system. This software filters resume before a human ever sees them. If you want to hack the ATS, use the right keywords. Okay, if a job posting says risk assessment, ISO 27001, security controls, and your resume doesn't mention this, you won't even make it past the first round. So you must customize each resume by mirroring the job description. Don't copy paste, but make sure the key GRC terms appear naturally in your resume in your experience section. After this, you need to reframe your experience. If you have no GRC experience, this part is very crucial. And I've said this before. Let's say you worked in finance, retail, or healthcare, right? There's a way you should reframe that experience into cybersecurity terms. Don't write managed financial reports and customer transactions. A better way to put this is conducted financial audit to ensure compliance with corporate policies and risk management frameworks. Another example, don't say assisted with HR training and employee onboarding. No. Instead, write developed and implemented training programs on company policies, ensuring adherence to regulatory compliance. You notice what's happening? Same job, completely different perception. So by using words like compliance, risk management, audit, policy, development, your resume instantly aligns with GRC roles. And when hiring managers scan your resume, they think, this person understands security and compliance. Let's interview them. The next thing your resume should do is showcase project and volunteer work. If you have no GRC job experience, hands-on project is what you need to stand out, okay? Create a section called cybersecurity projects and include things like GRC home lab project, developed an IT policy, handbook covering access control, incident response, and data privacy, and volunteer IT compliance assistant. Conducted a security risk assessment for a local nonprofit using the NIST cybersecurity framework. You see, this does two things for you. It proves you can do the work even without a formal job, okay? And it gives recruiters something to talk about in interviews. Most people ignore this step, and that's why they don't get hired. After all of this, remember to keep it one page. 2 max. 1 is okay. Listen, recruiters don't need long resumes. If you have less than 5 years of experience, keep it 1 page. If you have more experience, max 2 pages. No dense paragraphs. No irrelevant fluff. Short, impactful bullet points are the way to go. If you follow this process, just the way I've explained, I can assure you that you will end up with a resume that will not only you will be proud of, but that will get you noticed. Now, moving on from that, now let's talk about another place where you need to pay attention, and that is your LinkedIn. Yes, you see, your LinkedIn is the playground of employers and recruiters, and it's important that if you're looking to land a role, you are well represented there on LinkedIn. When recruiters search for GRC candidates, they want to see on your profile GRC analyst, security compliance, risk management, ISO 27001, NIST, HIPAA. If these keywords are missing, if they are not in your LinkedIn profile, you are invisible to recruiters. But you can fix that in 10 minutes by updating your headline. Instead of aspiring cybersecurity professional, use GRC analyst, risk and compliance, or security plus certified. Next, fill out the about section. Add your CERT, hands-on project, and then the skills. Okay? And then turn on the open to work. Let recruiters know that you are available. Now, you're not just applying to jobs, jobs are finding you. Okay? But would you like to 10x your chances of getting hired? Like, talk to the decision makers of the company you want to apply to? Okay, see, LinkedIn can help you achieve a lot more than you're using it for right now. Instead of blindly applying, find the hiring manager. If a company posts a job for a GRC analyst, look them up on LinkedIn. Find the director of compliance, information security manager, or their CISO. Then send a direct message. And you want to keep it short. Something like this. Hey, hiring manager, my name is Olulope Michael. I saw your team is hiring a GRC analyst. I recently earned my Security Plus and I have experience in risk assessment and policy development. I'd love to connect and learn more about what you're looking for in a candidate. You see, most people never do this, which is exactly why it works. And to take this a step further, you also need to start showing up where cybersecurity professionals hang out. You should be looking at LinkedIn groups like GRC Cybersecurity, Risk and Compliance Network, and other industry-specific groups. When you join these groups, post your insights and share what you're learning. There are also Slack and Discord communities. Okay, so check out Cybersecurity Career Hunters and other InfoSec groups. Recruiters also actively post jobs in these communities. Then, check out Reddit and Twitter. Follow cybersecurity hashtags and subreddit in cybersecurity because people there share hiring leads all the time. Okay, so this is my advice. Don't just look, post, comment, and engage. Hiring managers notice the people who add value. And beyond what you can do online, network like someone looking for rent. Okay, attend events, go to conferences, and make real life connections. See, your job applications will eventually end up in front of people. Make sure you are doing everything you can, both online and offline, to secure the job. So guys, there you have it, a complete roadmap to landing a GRC cybersecurity job, even with zero experience. So let's do a quick recap of the game plan. Get your certification, Security Plus, okay, no excuses. Step number 2, build hands-on experience, labs like CTF projects, even volunteer work. Step number 3, use your existing skills, risk, compliance, problem solving, communication, it all transfers. Step number 4, craft a resume that sells you. Highlight CERT, reframe past experience, showcase projects. And step number 5, skip the job boards, network and connect like a pro. Now here is the truth. Most people will watch this video, nod their heads, and then do nothing. They will keep waiting for the perfect moment. But the people who take action, they are the ones who break into cybersecurity. So here's my challenge to you. Pick one step and start today. Okay? Sign up for a certification. Complete one cybersecurity lab. Update your LinkedIn and send a connection request to a hiring manager. Just take one step. Just one thing. Just take one step. That's all you need to get started. All the resources you need will be in the description below. Now, if this video gave you clarity and confidence, hit that subscribe button and give this video a like so more people can see it. I hope I'm leaving you better than I met you today. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.